Hey, so a while ago I made a video showing off this weather system in UEFN, and I got 2 comments asking to make a tutorial, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've never done this before. I have no idea what I'm doing here, so this tutorial is like very haphazardly put together, that's why. But I'm just gonna show off how I put this together, and I'm also gonna do a revised design here because this is a year old and I've learned how this RNG device works a lot more, so I kind of know what I'm doing with it now. There's a much better way of doing it, but I'll show off this one too if you want. So let's begin. So for me, they're all the way over here, I believe. There they are. I got 2 day sequence devices here. This should be possible in Creative 1.0 as well. Either with the, Skydome device, or if you update it to the Chapter 5 lighting, the day sequence device like it is right here. So I have 2 here. This one is just like default. I'm actually gonna turn up some of my graphics so you can get a feel for how it looks. So we got our like default one. It's just like daylight, you know, looks nice. This is what will be on by default. Now, I'm not going to go over how the day sequence device works. You can design this however you want, whatever weather you want. I'll go over the rainy one, just so you know how to make it look cloudy and rainy. But other than that, design this how you want. This will be like your daylight, basically. And then this one here is your rainy Skydome daylight device, whatever. So day-night cycle, this is kind of whatever you want it to be. I have trigger volume on so they don't like overlap and look weird right now. Actually, what I'm gonna do is disable that. Now, personally, I'm not happy with this. I do want to revise this in the future, but we'll just go with it for now. So, sunlight, I'm pretty sure I turned the intensity down. I'm pretty sure this is like 1 at default, so I turn this down to 0.5. Disable the flare because there's not going to be a sun visible. Fog, you want it dense, so I just put it at 1 because the rain creates fog, you know. And then adjust the color, make it kind of darker, less saturated. Like I'm going to do that here, just a tad bit. And then I would actually turn this down to like 0.3, so that way it's less intense. I turn up the opacity here to 1. You don't have to do that. If you want the distance to be visible, you can. So that's fog. And then the sky, basically design this however you like. I would probably actually make these less saturated, more gray, and kind of just adjust these parameters to your liking. Clouds, probably the most important factor. Just max all of these out. Coverage, size, opacity, all of it. Lighting brightness, this is kind of personal preference, just how much lighting you want in the clouds, kind of. There's that, and oh, that's new. I don't remember that being there. I think this should be at none, actually. I believe. It says all, but I think they updated it. I don't remember that being there. Let's get into the functions. Let's look at the number generator. So this, I have it value limit 1 and maximum of 10. So there's a range of 1 through 10 of possibilities here. The winning value will do 8 and above. So it'll be 8, 9, and 10. If it rolls 8, 9, and 10, it will rain. If it rains anything below that, it won't rain. This is good if you only have like 2 weather cycles, or 2 different types of weather, clear and rainy. This won't work if you want like 3 or 4, which is why I'm gonna revise it, because you might want more depth. You might want to tweak and make this more precise. But this basically gives it a 3 out of 10 chance for it to rain when it rolls. Roll time is instant. You can make that longer if you want. It's not enabled during the phase, which is actually strange. Oh, that's so it doesn't activate. This should be enabled. And then it activates when this just loops a 5-minute timer. You can make this however long you want, depending on how often you want it to rain or not rain. It starts at game start, and it just loops over and over and over. And each time it loops, it sends a signal to the RNG right here. It'll activate it, run it, and then depending on what output it gives, it'll either disable the day sequence device and fade it out, and then any rain VFX you want, and then it'll complete the timer, and then it'll enable the rain day sequence device on lose. So this is if it's 1 through 7. It'll turn on the daylight day sequence device, disable the rain VFX, complete the timer, and then disable the rain day sequence device. So that's basically all the settings. I'll show you the VFX spawner in here as well, just so you can see. It's just enable, disable, on, win or lose. Simple as that. You just do visual effect, rain, whatever sound effect you want. Make sure it's disabled on phase so it doesn't do it automatically. Spawn rate, this is how intense you want the rain to be. This I would have disabled so the rain just kind of dissipates naturally instead of just poofing out of existence magically. And then yeah, that should be all these. And I think that's everything for the old system here. But now I'm going to revise this live right now with you because one, I need to for this map coming, and there's just a better way of doing this that I know of. So that's what we're gonna do. But I am going to tweak this, so probably speed this part up. I think that's good enough. Alright, now we have that done. Let's go over here, and I'm just gonna delete these because they're not needed. And I need to redo pretty much all this right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we'll set the timer first. You can follow along in Creative 1.0. Should work. Just anything I do in the details panel here, just translate to the event binding, because it's pretty much the same. So personally, I'm gonna make this probably like 5 minutes, maybe 3. This will determine how long like the shortest like storm can be, I guess. So like if you want to rain for like 3 minutes straight at minimum, this is how long you would be it. Or and if it somehow runs raining again, it'll be 6 minutes, 9 minutes, however many times it runs it basically. Figure this how you like, depending on what map you're making. For testing purposes, I'm just gonna make this like 10 seconds. Here, start at game start. Yes, we want that. Can't interact, just no need. Applies to everyone, success, yes. Completion, restart. Visible during game, no need for it. Show on HUD, no. No need for persistence, no audio, and I think that's pretty much it. So start. No need to start it. Already starts at game start. Here is where we'll do the RNG. So let's set that up. There we are. Now here, winning value is not going to be used. Value limits are going to be used. So from 0 to 10, however many chances you want. Roll time, make instant, reset for use, yes. Zone direction, this is important. You're going to want a zone. So here, we're going to put triggers in each of these little things. Or no trigger if you want nothing to happen. Visible during game, no matter, but I'll turn it off anyways. Enable during phase, always. Activate on phase, none. Activate when the timer is on success. That's pretty much the RNG done. That's pretty much all you need to do. And then I'm going to get trigger. Let's name it rain trigger. Okay, so here, don't need that. Enable on game start, yes. Trigger by player, not needed. No vehicles. Sequencers, yes, because this is considered a sequencer. And water, no. Make sure it's not activated on game phase. Don't need these. If you want a trigger delay, in case you want it to be like delayed after the timer goes off or whatever. Same thing with the trigger delay here. For whatever reason, if you want that, you can. Maybe so you can't like time it, I guess. So this is already being triggered, so we don't need to do that. Basically, what we need to do is, so this is gonna activate the rain. So out of 10, let's say we want 3 of these out of 10 to be rain, like so. Cool. We have 3 rain triggers. No, we have 4. Not anymore. Okay, so we got 3 triggers. Now these ones, these will activate everything rain related and disable everything clear weather related. These will do the opposite. So we're gonna copy this, rename it clear trigger, and we'll just duplicate these. Actually, I just realized there's 11 here. Yeah, so there's 0 to 10, 0 to 9, and they're off center. Okay, that's fixed. So we got 3 rain triggers and 7 clear triggers. These activate rain related stuff and disable clear related stuff. This does the opposite. So now we have these set up. We want to go over here. We'll start with the VFX. I haven't touched this because it's fine. Delete the old stuff. Enable when rain trigger is triggered. Rain trigger 2 is triggered. And rain trigger 3. It says 4. You know what I mean. So that's that. Disable for all the clear triggers. Yes, this is tedious. It's probably less tedious in creative because it just copy. You can just quickly click and click, and it'll do it for you. But UEFN, do it all manually. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I definitely enjoy clicking extra buttons. Cool. So that's this done. Now let's go to our day sequence devices. So depending on which one you want enabled first, you can have it choose, just like run the RNG at game start, I guess, and it will choose which one depending on the chances, basically. You could do that. I might do that. I didn't think about that before, but you could do that. Fade in and fade out are weird. I don't know how these work. Anytime I try to use them, they just don't work. So I'm not gonna worry about them because they're, I don't know, they're just really weird. But here, so I'm just gonna stick with enabling and disabling. So this is the clear one. So we need all the clear triggers to enable. Cool. And then disable if it starts raining, so they don't overlap. Because that would be strange. And this one, we're just doing the opposite. Enable if it's raining, disable if it's clear. And disable. So there's that, and I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to do. So when you're ready, disable the trigger volume, make sure this is disabled during a phase. Actually, we'll disable both of them during phase. And I'm gonna remedy this by running, I'm actually gonna activate this when game start. So we'll just choose either or. Basically, like that. Okay, I think that's everything. If you want to add any other weather things, you can just expand this to like out of 15, out of 20, out of 30, depending on how rare you want it, and have like a snow trigger. Now activate a snowy day sequence device, snow effects, stuff like that. If you want a thunderstorm one, and activate a thunderstorms day sequence in effects, you can do kind of whatever you want here. It's kind of cool. But we'll hop into a game and we'll test this out. Okay, let's launch a session. Golly! Let me turn this up. Yo, wait, this looks so cool. Looks like it's working. Let's go. Okay. 2, 1 should pick. Looks like it picked clear. This is a bug. It's not gonna show what's selecting, but now, yep, now it's raining. There's no VFX over here, so it's not gonna show VFX, but yeah, it looks like it's working. Yeah. Now it's raining. And eventually it should show. Eventually it'll become clear. Or it'll stay raining. Yep. Awesome. Well, that's gonna do it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed, I recommend subscribing. The subscribe button will appreciate it. And like the video as well. Comment what you think, and be sure to use my creator code in the shop. Definitely helps out, and yeah, I think that's all. Bye.